Hi, everybody. How are you tonight? Hello, hello. Let me get back to my comments. I see some of you already here. I think everybody from YouTube. So we'll give the friends on Facebook, if there are any, a second to join because I don't see anyone here from there yet. Hi, everybody. Hi, Teresa and Tina and Ruth and Lee and Patty and Laura and Holly. Holly and Lee are here. They're my moderators of our mixed media group for Hero Arts. Very cool. Karen, you see me from Facebook. Yay. And Diane too. Hi, everybody. So we are doing a pre-launch party tonight. Are you guys ready to party? What that really means is I'm going to show you a bunch of products and card samples and get you ready for tomorrow's big launch. Hi, everybody. Hi, Sandy. I'm glad you made it. Hi, everyone. Hi, Gail. All right. I'm seeing lots of friends joining tonight. I'm excited. We haven't done this before. This is a first for Hero Arts. We don't usually show you before the reveal. So we're going to show you all the good new goodies from this catalog, which is our beautiful Oh Joy 2023 catalog in preparation for tomorrow. Tomorrow is our big launch on heroarts.com. We're going to have all the products there at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. But if you have a local store or a favorite store you like to shop at that has Hero Arts products, not the big boxes, they won't have it yet, but any small independent store or online store, they can start selling it at any time tomorrow. So they don't have to wait till 1, but at Hero Arts, it's going to be 1 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to have a big blog hop at 1 p.m. with our Hero Arts creative team, our global team, and a whole bunch of friends from the industry. And it's a busy week with launches. We know that. Super, super busy. So save a little of your money for the new Hero Arts holiday stuff because it's awesome. That's all I have to say. It's really awesome. It's a really fun release. I think you guys are going to love it. Let's see. I see a lot more people joining. Gail loves my purple top. You know I love purple if you guys know me at all. Hi, Natasha. Hi, Diane. Hi, Joan from a hot place. I'm in a hot place too, Georgia. We apparently have a heat dome over Atlanta right now. I don't even know what that means, but I just know it's really hot. And my kids play softball and soccer, and they're out there practicing in this heat. It's a lot. How do you get a catalog? Krista is asking. This printed catalog is going to be available for sale on our website tomorrow. I think it's $5. So if you'd like to have an idea book to flip through, a lot of the cards I'm showing tonight are from this catalog. And, you can make your little wish list with a printed catalog. It will be on the website tomorrow. It's called the 2023 Oh Joy catalog, and the SKU on it is PS222. So you'll be able to find it right there in our holiday collection. All right. Hello, everybody. Yeah, Patty, I know it's hot and it's likely to stay that way. That's correct. Hi, Brienne. I love all the new catalog products. So many fun goodies. Yes, Brienne has already seen them. She knows how good they are. Yeah, Brienne is the admin of our Mixed Media with Hero Arts group. If you guys aren't in that group yet, it's a lot of fun. Come over and join us. Even if you're not sure that you love mixed media, it's a friendly place to get your start over there. Vicki says she loves Hero Arts catalog. She saves them to go back and look at ones from years past. I know it's so fun looking through the old ones. And by the way, guys, do you know that next year, 2024, Hero Arts is turning 50 years old. They've been around for 50 years. Obviously, they started way before I was born. No, just kidding. They didn't. But so we're going to have some big celebrations next year. So yeah, 50 years. And they've been doing catalogs a very long time. So that's a lot of catalogs if you've been collecting them from the beginning. And if you have, we would love to see them because some of those I don't think Hero has anymore. And it'd be really fun to see them. Thanks, Brianne. I am a day over 25. Yesterday was my birthday. Yay, me. So anyway, tangents. So if you don't know me, by the way, my name is Libby Hickson, and I am the marketing director at Hero Arts, and I'm a crafter, and I love to make cards and do mixed media and all the fun things. Yeah, so how about, without any further ado, I am going to go ahead and switch over to my overhead camera and start showing you guys all these fun products. So, although I do want to tell you about my night. I want to tell you about my night because if I'm a little flustered, here's why. So I had meetings all afternoon. Oh, my day started at, let's see, 4:50 this morning. That's when my daughter had to get up because they were doing softball practice before school because of that heat dome, and also because today was open house at the high school, and a lot of the coaches are teachers, so they had to be there for that. Usually they practice after school when it's super duper hot. And so I was up since then, getting my daughter up so she could get to school for her 6 a.m. practice. Had meetings all afternoon, and then I had to rush to the high school for that open house I mentioned. Went and met all the teachers for my son and daughter. Raced home, tried to get a little set up for this, and then I had to take my daughter had a tutor tonight, and I had to take my son over and his girlfriend over to the Braves Stadium. We live about 20 minutes away from the Atlanta Braves Stadium, and they were going to the game. The New York Mets are in town tonight, and they were going to the game. And so I did that, and then I raced back here. I didn't really race. I wasn't speeding. I was going the speed limit. But anyway, to get here for our 8 p.m. live, I got here at about 7:30. So today's been a whirlwind. I'm going to sleep really well when this is over. So I just had to tell you that my brain goes a little blank sometimes during lives anyway, but now it's like, I may really go blank. All right, enough of that. Let's go over to our overhead camera. And there we go. Here's our catalog. Let me get my mouse out of the way so you can see that. And I did put my phone on Do Not Disturb, so hopefully we won't have anything weird happen. I've had in the last live I did, if you're in the mixed media group, my phone would just like disconnect, and I don't even know why. Let me get this. It's saying remove, and I want to make sure that it is not even having the idea of doing that. All right. Thank you for the birthday wishes, guys. Beverly, happy birthday to you this past Saturday. Brianne's quoting some Taylor Swift for me, which is awesome. All right, so here's the catalog. I'm not going to page turn through this, but you get the idea. Instead, I'm going to pull out the actual products and just walk through them, because this release is full of lots of fun stuff. Oh, joy. And in the catalog, we say, oh, the joy of card making. That's where the oh, joy comes from. Of course, oh, joy for the holidays, but also oh, joy, oh, the joy of card making. And that's what we're all about here, right? Okay, so let's get going. Without any further ado, let's start by taking a look at our bold prints that we have in this release. That's what we call our 6x6 cling background stamps. And we have 5 new ones. Oh my gosh, they're so big and so many that I can't even fit them on my camera. And I'm getting a lot of reflection there. Sorry about that. But this one is called Jingle Bells Script Bold Prints. It is the lyrics to Jingle Bells. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. You get the idea. And so it is a red rubber cling stamp. Let me pull this out. I don't think I have one handy here to show you, so I'll just take this right out and show you. If you haven't used our red rubber cling stamps before, they're wonderful. They give a great impression every time you stamp, and they're fun for mixed media techniques as well. If you watched my live in our mixed media group, you know that I like to press it right into hero paste. And so that was a fun technique that I showed. And this would be a fun one with it, with all that fun little text on there. So this is Jingle Bells Script Bold Prints. I don't have any specific samples with these, but they are shown on some of the other cards as we go through tonight. This one is called, this is fun. Look at it. It's just a bunch of ABCs, but in the middle, they form Merry Christmas. And so this fits on a card. If you do it kind of at an angle, it will fit on an A2 card. And of course, it'll fit on a bigger card as well. It's called Merry Christmas Letter Bold Prints. I think it'd be a lot of fun to emboss that. It'd be a lot of fun to just color in these other ones with different colors. You could stamp, selectively stamp and make this one nice and bright. So lots of fun there. All right. This one is called Style Moderne, modern with an E on the end. So modern. Look how teeny tiny that is. The retailers always complain stamp names above the SKUs are too teeny tiny, and this is a good example of that. Style Moderne Bold Prints. Really pretty. It almost looks Art Deco. Really fun, really fun. And keep this one in mind, because you'll see later that we have what am I trying to say? A stencil that's very similar to it. So yeah, keep that in mind. The idea here is if you wanted to keep a wish list, I'll try to say the names every time so you remember which things you love the most. This one is called Fa La La Bold Prints. As you can see, it says Fa La 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 all over it, over and over again. I love that it has a little bit of space between the words, which is going to make it fun for some inky techniques and mixed media, as well as beautiful backgrounds on your cards. I love doing tone-on-tone backgrounds for cards if you don't want it to be too bold, but they also make great focal points when you just use a bold print, especially like this one. This one's called Starflakes. Starflakes. And look at how fun that is. That would be beautiful embossed. And then you just put a message over it and you have a card. Done. Done, done, done. Will there be a buy it all option tomorrow? Tomorrow we are going to have a lot of get them all options for like products. We're not going to have one of the entire release because I don't know, maybe Brienne is crazy enough to do that, but most people are not. I don't know. If you guys think you need one for the whole catalog, let me know. I can arrange that for you. But all right. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where I want to put these as I get through them. I think I'm just going to put them down on the floor. There we go. All right. So now moving into stamps. So if you are familiar with the sentiment strips that we've had in past releases, we have another version for the holidays. So many great messages for the season in this set to make really great sentiment strips. It's just called Christmas Sentiment Strips. It works. You can use this and just cut it out, of course, with your trimmer, but it works wonderfully to stamp it and then use our sentiment strips die. You just put that over that and then die cut it in one fell swoop, and you have all these wonderful sentiment strips. So I'm going to pull this out. I have some weird stuff in here. Here's a whole bunch that I have die cut. I mean, I don't know, I have weird things in here, but here's some that I gold embossed. I did white embossing on black. I did black on white. This is actually black embossed. The way I like to do black emboss is I do our Onyx black pigment ink and then clear embossing. But these are all from the set, and I just cut them all out. Like I'm in a mood to stamp. I have it in my Misty. I do it in all kinds of different ways, and then I cut them all out, and I have this whole bin of them ready to go as sentiments on my cards and projects. And so that's what I love to do with these sentiment strip stamp sets. We've had a few of them now. Gloria is asking if some of these will be available at Joann's. Not right away. The way that it works with big box stores like that is we do a set with them, and it takes longer. They are not agile enough, or however you want to say it, to get new products in that quickly. It takes a long time. You plan like a year in advance when you're putting a new set of products into a store like Joann's. So when we have something brand new like this, the best thing to do is to go support your other brick and mortar scrapbook and stamp stores. Of course, I know not everyone has one near you, but a lot of the stores have websites that you can order from. If you are from a store that carries Hero Arts and you're here watching, feel free to put your store name and link in the comments. That is absolutely wonderful if you want to do that. Of course, the other online stores that you all know will have these, like Simon and scrapbook.com. And they'll be on heroarts.com tomorrow. But those, I just took a trip this past weekend up to Connecticut and visited my friend Tracy at Papercraft Clubhouse in, what is it? I think it's Old Saybrook. I always forget the names of the towns up there, but Papercraft Clubhouse in Connecticut. I went up there to just be a stamper, a student, not a stamper. We did do stamping, actually. I went up to take classes from Dina Wakely, who I adore. I think she's amazing. And so it was so fun to take some classes with her. And that's what these stores can have events like that. And so anyway, my whole soapbox that I'm on is if you have a small store to support them, because they are wonderful. And there are not that many left in the world. And, I want them to be supported so that we have them forever. Okay, so I Scrap On carries Hero Arts and has a website and ships across the US. There you go. There's one. Yeah, it was really fun to take classes with Dina. She's she'll just sit there and whip out these flowers like nothing, and it's just so good. So good. It's all about the scrapbook in Dixon, California. Yes, they usually carry Hero Arts for sure. In Edmonton, Alberta, someone shops at Scrap Addicts. So yeah, awesome. Okay. So I love this set. You're going to want that on your wish list for sure. All right. Next, I have a Stampin' Cut XL. Uh-oh. Do you guys? I don't see me. I'm sorry if I'm having internet issues. That's not good. Hold on a second here. I'm going to do something real quick here that I may regret. No, my Wi-Fi's on. Okay. I don't know why I did that. I don't know if you guys even saw that, but on my end, it didn't. It keeps stopping on me. Okay. Moving along. Not going to worry about it. Hi, Wendy. Thank you for the happy birthday messages. And hi, Raquel. Thanks for joining us. If you're joining late, you can always watch back from the beginning. I was rambling about my busy day, and we've gone through just a few stamps so far. Anywho, this is called Winter Foliage Stampin' Cut XL. When we have our Stampin' Cuts, the stamp set and the dies come in the same package, but it's not necessarily dies that cut out the stamps. You know what I'm saying? It's something that kind of coordinates together. And in this case, it is a bunch of really great holiday messages. I'll turn them this way so you can see them. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Happy holidays. Thankful. Wishing you and you can say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, peace and joy from all of us. Many thanks. Have a beautiful Christmas. Happy New Year. May your days be merry and bright. So very grateful for you. Warmest greetings, good tidings and cheer, and thinking of you at Christmas. But the great thing about this, of course, are those wonderful dies that are in here as well to make all these different kinds of greenery and pine cones. The pine cones are so fun. And I do have some cards to show you. I see some more stores being named. Creative Escape in Los Gatos, California is a great one that's in the Bay Area, I think. Isn't it down around San Diego or somewhere? Not San Diego, San Jose area. Okay. So here is one from Alina Kraus on our creative team. She used a background we've had for a little bit. I think this was last holiday release. You can see she writes the things on it, so I know what she did. But this is the foliage, holiday foliage bold prints, which we've had for a little bit. But then she used those wonderful pine cones and greenery. And you can see this beautiful foiling she did on there. Keep that in mind. That is another product that's coming up in a little bit. All right. So that is not embossed. That is actually foiled. Can somebody tell me, are you guys seeing this stop like I am? I hope not. I shouldn't worry about it. I'm just going to keep going. Hi, Scott Pegg. I hope you are loving our release as well. Scott does wonderful videos every month with the My Monthly Hero stuff. All right. This is another one using that greenery. This one is from Shannon Pelletier. And she also used some candy canes that we're going to see in a moment. Keep those in mind as well. And just die cut those. I love her blending on the background of this one and little speckles and different things. Here is one from, I think, this is also Alina Kraus, where she just took this one and did it in a rainbow of colors and made a little wreath. You could do that if you didn't want those kind of rainbow colors. You could do that exact same idea with just greens and make it more of a traditional wreath as well. You could do that with a lot of these things, put them all together to make a fun wreath. Be really, really pretty. Joan Barty, she missed the candy canes. Spoiler alert, Joan's going to be in our hop tomorrow. I'm so excited. I saw her projects. They're wonderful. So Joan, if you love them, I know a person who could get those to you. All right. Keep this in mind. We're going to look at that in a minute as well. This is from Lydia Fiedler. And I love her funky colors she did on that too. All right. I'm going to keep this one aside in case I don't have another one with a message. All right, more great messages. I'm showing you all the message sets right off the bat. This one is called Holiday Season Messages Bundle. And you can see it has all the matching dies to cut out these wonderful messages. You guys, Mindy Egan in the house, and it is her birthday today. So everybody wish Mindy a happy birthday today. Happy birthday, friend. And Michelle Lupton just joined us from Australia. She's on our global team, and she's going to be in our hop tomorrow as well. Super, super talented. All right, so I love this. This is like the friendly messages that we had in the spring catalog. And this is all holiday themed and thankful themes as well. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, season's greetings. Happy fall, y'all. Grateful for you. Let it snow. Thinking of you this Christmas. Merry and bright. Jingle all the way. Happy holidays. Holiday wishes. Joy, peace, Noel. So you could say peace and joy. You know, happy Thanksgiving. Now I have to give a shout out to Miriam at Impressive Ideas here in Georgia, in Norcross, Georgia. That is my local stamp store that I love. It's such a great store. And I had heard we already wanted to do this kind of set because the friendly messages were so popular. I'm like, we have to do another set like that, but for the holidays. But I went into their store and Miriam's like, we have sold 30 of those sets. We need a holiday version. Please, please, please. And she literally took a piece of paper and wrote down all these messages and handed it to me and said, take this back to Hero Arts. And so I did. So shout out to Miriam because she helped decide what messages would be in this set. So telling you, those local stores are fantastic. And here's another reason why. So for this one, you can buy it as a bundle and get the stamps and dies together, or you can buy just the stamp set if you don't do dies. But at Hero Arts, we don't sell the dies separately. You either have to get them all together at once in the bundle or just get the stamp set by itself. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's the same with all of our stamp sets that have coordinating dies. I'm glad your daughter's spoiling you today, Mindy. You deserve it. Thank you, Essie. Hi, Essie. All right. So a little example of some of these cut out. I had to prep a whole bunch of cards for classes and for retailers and stuff. And so here's the Merry Christmas cut out over and over and over again. And again, I like to make a whole bunch of messages at once. Do you guys know the good trick to doing a bunch of messages like this? If you have something like a Misty, you set it up in your Misty and have it all ready to go. And then you just die cut the pieces and then you pop them into a little template in your Misty. Here, let me grab something. This is with the friendly messages, but we were just doing this for a class that I taught here in Georgia. And so you can see how I have all the messages on my lid and I cut out pieces to, I stamped it on the paper and then I die cut it and I use that as a little frame to get it perfectly placed around the message. And then when I just die cut the messages without any stamping, I can pop them in and then stamp it and they're all placed perfectly in there. Does that make sense? So that's how I mass produce messages with these kinds of sets, which is what I have to do a lot because of what I do for a living. I have to do things for classes and stuff. All right. Denise, yesterday was my birthday. Thank you very much. I'm old. Mindy's young, but I am old. Okay. Is the Richmond warehouse store open to the public anymore? Friends and I had a blast visiting one time a few years ago. Lisa, no, they're not. They haven't really been open again since the pandemic. But keep an eye out because last fall we did a warehouse sale and there's a good chance we might do that again this fall. That's a little tidbit for you. But I don't know for sure and I don't know when, but just keep an eye out for that. If you don't subscribe to our Hero Arts newsletter, make sure you do because that's where you might hear about it and follow us on social media, on Instagram, we're Hero Arts. Yeah, so that might happen. So keep it in mind if you're in the Bay Area of California and you might want to be interested in that, make sure you're paying attention. Question from Lori, where do you teach classes in Georgia? Well, Lori, there's a store up in Helen, Georgia called Scrappy Shack, and they did a retreat this past weekend, and they invited me to teach a Hero Arts class. And so that's where I taught. It was my first time teaching with them. I have taught at Impressive Ideas in the past, which is in Norcross, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta. But I haven't in a while, but I've been talking about that to them about wanting to do it again. So are you in Georgia, Lori? Because it would be great to see you at a class someday. But I also teach virtual classes all the time for our stores and everything to help them have samples for these new products when they come out. I'm already talking a lot. I'm going to lose my voice tonight, I think. All right, so this one is called Merry Foliage Bundle. I'm going to give you guys a little warning. They use the word foliage a lot in this release. So don't just remember foliage. You have to remember the whole thing because there's a lot of different foliage options. This one's called Merry Foliage Bundle. And it's beautiful. It has this flower. Can you see that okay? A flower and another little flower greenery type of thing. And then really nice messages. 'Tis the season, Merry Christmas and holiday wishes. This one is super duper fun to color. It has the coordinating dies, both for the stamps and the message stamps as well. And some samples from that. First of all, if you don't like to color, this is from Jessica Frost-Ballas, and she started this card by embossing those images with gold glitter embossing powder. Sorry, my words were escaping me. I love her color scheme on this. She did some ink blending first, of course. And then she used some of the greenery from the Stampin' Cut that we looked at a minute ago. And it's just beautiful. This is not a complicated card, really, but look at how striking it is. Just beautiful. Oh, you're incoming. If you haven't been to Impressive Ideas, you need to. And Scrappy Shack if you want to go all the way up to Helen. All right. Here's one from Lydia, our funky girl on the team. Isn't that cool? So she masked off her flower. I can't remember what she calls this technique something. I wish she was here to tell you, but stamp etching maybe is what she calls it. So you can see on the stamp, there's no lines like on this. And so she'll stamp it and then add with a pen some black lines just to give it this kind of etched look, which is really cool. And then she masked it off and added some ink blending and a background stamp. And it's just a really different look than what you might expect from that. Here's a nice one from Pocono Pam that, again, if you don't like coloring, you can make a really simple but striking card with that stamp. Yeah, I agree, Bonnie, that Jessica does amazing things with blue backgrounds. Let's see. And I am sorry if I'm missing anything. A lot of comments are going by quickly. Tina, you're asking about Stamp-A-Long. I think somebody else asked about it as well. Should I just tell you guys about that and put you out of your misery? But first, let's look at these. This is a pair from Kelly Taylor. And you can see that she, of course, it's Kelly's beautiful coloring, which she is so fantastic at. She put a little bit of our crystal clear lacquer pen on the berries, which is nice, and on these as well. So some beautiful coloring from Kelly, but it is still pretty simple to color these in. You don't have to be Kelly Taylor, and you can still get some nice coloring results. All right, let me go back to my mouse here. So you guys are asking and asking about Stamp-A-Long, so I guess I should tell you about it. There it is, November 4th and 5th. So our Stamp-A-Long is going to be available tomorrow to purchase. I see that I did not make a teacher graphic to show you who's going to be the teachers. I guess you're going to have to wait for the suspense of tomorrow to know that part. This will be the product bundle. So a lot of these things that I'm showing tonight, well, I'm showing all these things tonight, basically. This is what our product bundle is going to be. It's going to be a 10% off to get all these great products. So even if you don't do the Stamp-A-Long, you might want the bundle just to have all these fun products to play with. But again, it's going to be November 4th and 5th. It's going to be for sale tomorrow. It's going to be $45 and it's 10 teachers. So it's a 2-day event, five teachers a day. You're going to make at least 10 cards. So for $45, 10 cards, that's less than $5 a card. It's like, who prices these things? She should charge more. Oh, that's me. So yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun. And I will say, let's see who's here. I think Michelle Lupton's here in the comments, and I can say she's excited about it. Let's show that. Yep. You know why? Because Michelle's teaching. Yay. Yay, Michelle. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Lots of great teachers that you're going to be really happy when you see who's teaching at it. All right. And by the way, the $45 is early bird pricing. On October 2nd, it's going to go up to $50, which is still a deal. It's, like I said, it's only $5 per card. So $5 per 1 hour class, because the classes are an hour each. So, you know, it's a deal. I like to keep the price of our event low. Let me get my words out. Most of the time when people don't buy the bundle, they kind of regret it and wish they had. I will say that I've heard that a lot of times, but you don't have to. You don't have to use these new products at it. We encourage you to find something that you have in your stash to use if you wish to, but using the products that the teachers are using is fun too. So either way, but that's why we try to keep the price of the actual event down so that more people can join. And then if you want to get the bundle, that's an extra cost. We don't ship anything with our Stamp-A-Longs unless you buy the bundle. Okay. All right. So this is one of my favorite sets from the whole release. I love it so much. It is called Northern Lights Polar Bears Bundle. And so you can see this really awesome stamp makes northern lights. And then these sweet polar bears are looking at the lights. The messages are peace and love, all is bright and all is calm, and warm wishes. And I have some cards with it. This one is from Jessica Frost Ballas. You can see her beautiful northern lights there, and the bears looking at it. Some really pretty coloring. You know, these bears, they only take a little bit of gray shadows, and she embossed it. It's black embossed and then a little gray shadow. And then she made some snowdrifts with her vellum. Really pretty. This one is from Dana Joy, and I just love the little mama or daddy and baby bear. And then look at the that little star that's in the set, which is right here, this little star cluster. She just did it over and over and did gold embossing with it. And she did a little gold splatters in the background, which is really pretty. And then here comes a stunner. This is from Kelly Taylor. And I just love it. It's beautiful. She white embossed. She actually did, let me see here, unicorn pigment ink and then sparkle embossing powder to get that look on there. And she did a little mirror image stamping, because you can see that one stamp is this way and one's the other. So she had to do a little mirror image stamping. So that's a little technique there from our friend Kelly, which I didn't realize at first when I tried to reproduce these. I'm like, wait a minute, she pulled a fast one on me. So anyway, and then some really great ink blending to make that Aurora Borealis look there on her. This is not hard, by the way. Just do some, the mirror image might be a little more complicated, but if you just stamp one of these, and then you just do like some green and then some teal and then some navy blending around it, and you can get that kind of look. So really cool. Beautiful card, and I love the stamp set. That one is called Northern Lights Polar Bears. Okay. Make sure I'm not missing any comments. Brianne needs a class that's strictly layering stamps. Well, if you look, there was a layering set in the stamp along, which actually is up next. This is a pretty easy one to layer. It's very forgiving. This one is called Color Layering Seasonal Tree Bundle. And you can see it's a big 6x8 stamp set, and it makes this wonderful tree that you can keep without any leaves at all for like a fall tree. You can add these to make them look like an evergreen. You could do this layer as snow to be snow on the branches. These can be Christmas ornaments on it. You could also have that, if you do it over and over, you can maybe make it look like fall leaves. I'm seeing Denise ask if the bears have dies available. Yes. The dies were right behind it. I didn't actually show it, but you can see those are the dies if you get the bundle, and it has dies for the messages as well, and the bears. And again, at Hero Arts, you can either buy the stamp set all by itself, or you can buy the stamp and die bundle. You cannot come later. If you buy the stamp set now and want to come later and get the dies, that's not going to work out for you because we don't sell them separately. So always keep that in mind. We found over the years that we would end up with way too many dies that didn't have matching stamps, and it was, not a good situation. So, yeah. All right, so this one is beautiful. This one, there is the layering guide on the back of it. You can see that you can also put a little star on the top of the tree. You can do this fun little star. Can you see the yellow up around the star? Really pretty. I have blue on my finger there. Sorry, I was doing some mixed media. I love the little silhouetted animals, and then the messages are wishing you a good year, happy holidays, and season's greetings. And there's also snowflakes. And then this can be little leaves at the bottom, the base of the tree if you wanted. Yeah, the little bunny is so sweet. And so is the fox and the deer. They're all sweet. I love it. There's another little picture up there to show an idea with it. This one you could do on its side and make it look like snow flurries around the tree. So, think outside the box with some of these stamps and do fun things with them. Speaking of outside the box, this one is from Lydia Fiedler, and look at that. She made a pink fall tree with it, which is not what I would have guessed somebody would make, and I just love it. It's so cool. All right. Nicole's asking me to show something that she won't like. Sorry. Sorry, Nicole's husband. Not going to do it. Yeah, you can watch from the beginning if you join late. This will be available for replay. Aloha, Jennifer. Yeah, Lydia's amazing. I agree. This one is from Alina Kraus, and you can see her cute little white ornaments on her tree. And instead of just doing a black silhouette with the little animal, she did them brown, 2 shades of brown, which I love. Really pretty. She uses our Arches Infinity dies to make her little focal point. And this one is from Mindy Egan, and she did the arches as well. And I love how she did 2 arches layered together like a little step, which is nice. And I will say, well, no, never mind. I don't know what I was going to say. She also did little dots of our lacquer pen and then some splatters. And even though it's mostly black and white, black and blue, I guess, it's very stunning. And Mindy, it's funny because the team makes these cards and sends them into Hero Arts for the catalog, for the photography in the catalog, which here it is. Let me go to this page and just show you an example. If I can find this real quick. I don't want to take too much time, but like here's the page from the catalog, right? And that's the cards that we're looking at right there. So they're all right there. And so when Mindy mailed in her catalog cards, they got lost big time in the mail. And so in the catalog, Ron, who does our catalog photography, he did a really great job of editing some pictures to put them into that catalog to make it look like he actually had this card, but he didn't. It was lost. And it did. I don't even know how. I'm sure Mindy's gone celebrating her birthday again, but it took a long time for her cards to finally show up. And then Ron mailed them to me, but it was like, wow, they went on an adventure. How do we get the catalog, Michelle? I mentioned earlier too, if you love the catalog, the printed catalog, it will be on the Hero Arts website tomorrow to purchase. It's $5. And it's called Oh Joy Catalog PS222. You know, you can search for that on the website, but it will be in the category as well that all the other products are in. Yeah. So you can order one for sure if you want one. Okay. Moving on. This one is called Christmas Foliage Bundle. Remember I said earlier, there's lots of foliage. So this one's Christmas foliage. And so it makes this whole cover plate of this fun greenery and flowers, just really pretty. And then 2 great messages, happy holidays, no, holiday wishes and Merry Christmas. And it has some dies that you can cut out little bits of the background. And on the website, there is an image that we're going to have on there that shows where these dies line up. So if you wanted to figure that out, you can. But I also wanted to show you, hold on a second here. This one has a layering stencil set. So you can use these layering stencils to color in this background. So it's 5 stencils that fill in the different colors. And you can see here, it says works with stamp CM720, which is that one. So this is the layering stencils. Let me pull these out real quick and just show you on the back of this, there's the layering guide, but now on the front of our packaging to make it show up better on shelves at stores, you can see what it actually looks like when it comes together. And there's the layering stencils. If you haven't used our layering stencils before, they're very easy to use. I always look for the Hero Arts logo and keep that in the bottom right. I'll even take some black ink and rub it on there and then wipe it off because that will get the black ink down in the etching and it makes it easier for me to see. And then there's the 4 alignment marks in the corner, and that's how you just line up all the stencils. Easy peasy. So for some card examples, when I made all these cards actually, and I didn't have the stencils yet when I had to make the card, so I only used the stamp set, but you can see how easy it would be to color it in with the stencils as well. And you can use the stencils by themselves, you can use the stamp set by themselves, or you can put it all together. So here are some cards that I made. So this one I did just some clear embossing of the background on a green cardstock, and then colored in the images with white pencil for a different look. And then this one I colored with my Olo markers, or my Copic, my alcohol markers, just the stamp set. And I did black embossing on it. I used the die to cut out that little holly bunch right there, which is this one up here. So that's the one that it cuts out, and use that as an embellishment. So I obviously had to do it twice to get that one. Yeah, we did catalogs to subscribers a while back as a little freebie, but we didn't do that this time. We didn't actually hear anyone really comment on it, so we didn't even know if anybody enjoyed getting those, and it was a huge, huge expense for us. So this time we're not doing it, but if you guys love that, you should let Hero Arts know. Maybe they'd consider it again in the future. So, all right, this one I did, I think brass embossing, and then again I colored with my pencils. This time I did white coloring, and then I went in with some blue as well, just for a different look. And I did it with our glitter paper that kind of coordinated with the embossing powder. There you can see the shine of that embossing. And I use the sentiment strips on these, by the way. Remember we showed those at the beginning. I love the sentiment strips, and those are on there as well. And then this is greenery from that stamping cut that we talked about earlier, and I did it in vellum. So think outside the box. Maybe that's outside the box for you. I'm not sure, but think about using vellum on your cards. This cutie I think is adorable. This one is called Fall Fox Bundle. And so can you see him? I want to maybe I'll put a piece of paper there so you can really see these cute little foxes. So all these fun little foxes in different poses, and then leaves that can be floating around with little mushrooms. And then the messages are happy fall, dropping off some love. So we did dropping because like the leaves are dropping. Thank you, well wishes, and then just a little. So you could do just a little hello, just a little thank you, whichever one you want to do. So you can get the coordinating dies with it if you wish. And it has messages, dies for the messages as well. The foxes are wearing socks. Yep, I guess they are. Super cute. And here is a card that I made with the little fox and his mushrooms and everything else. This is for a display board at retailer. So if you're a retailer and you got our display board, this is the card I made for that. Okay. All right, moving on. We're into the dies now, the standalone dies. So this one is called Tree Pattern Cover Plate. And you can see it cuts out all these fun trees. So what do you think? Can you just use that as a cover plate? No, of course not. You can also use all these trees that get die cut from it. Let me see if I still have. Here's something I did for a class. So you can see all these cover plates that I cut out and then all these fun little trees that I get. So you can use the trees as an element on your card, or you can put the whole cover on there and make it a shaker, just make it decorated, however you want to do it. So yeah, this is from a class I did before. And by the way, this is with our green two-tone shimmer spray. I sprayed it and then cut out some trees. So that's really pretty as well. All right. And so I have a ton of sample cards with this. So these items are available. Thank you for asking, Denise. This is our pre-launch party because our launch is tomorrow. It's going to be 1 p.m. Eastern on the Hero Arts website. But anytime tomorrow, if you have a local store to shop from, they can start selling at any point tomorrow. You see, I'll try to find, this is from Sally Trademan. So those kind of go together. So you can see she paper pieced in there, and then she used some of her trees to make a separate little arrangement of trees. Here's one from Lydia, a pair of cards, and she did, actually, I think all three of these go together. So you can see she just took a marker and went across her cardstock with it, cut it out, and has these cute little trees, put little dots on them. Filled that in with glitter paper, and then this is what she die cut the glitter paper from, and then she used that cute little polar bear on there as well. This is from Shannon Pelletier, and you can see that she did some white embossing with a bold print in the background after she did a blending of color. And this is the Fa La La background that we talked about at the beginning. And then this is Jessica Frost Ballas. I love how a couple of them thought to put some glitter paper in with all the other cardstock colors. Really pretty. And this one is with some hero paste through, make it like a stencil and then use it that way. And I will say that this is one of the items that's going to be in the bundle and taught with at the Stamp Along. So if you love this, you will get a chance to use it at the Stamp Along. Probably doing a little bit of these same type of techniques, but you'll get the chance to try it for yourself. All right, this one is called Candy Cane Fancy Die. I don't know if Joan's still here, but this is the one that she had missed, but isn't it cute? So it has 2 sizes of candy canes and 2 sizes of bows, and it's really easy to use because you just layer them together. It's just a 2-piece set. You don't have to put in all the separate little stripes or anything. You just layer them together. And here is a card from Dana Joy where she made rainbow candy canes. Super, super cute. And I don't know if I kept that other one out, but we saw the one earlier. Darn, I think I put it down on my floor in the pile. But, you can make them red and white. You can make whatever color candy canes you want, but just see how it just comes together where you put one layer on top of the other. All right, really easy. Really easy, really easy. Yes, I mentioned the Stamp Along, the next Stamp Along, Rachel, if you missed it earlier. It's going to be available tomorrow to purchase. It's going to be so much fun, and there's going to be a bundle of products for the Stamp Along. So make sure and check that out tomorrow as well. All right, this one's called Gold Trim Ornaments Fancy Dies, and it's a whole bunch of different ornaments that have the inner part that you can partially cut into a page, or it has the frame that you can cut out the whole thing together. And that's what Dana Joy did on this card. I love her pink and gold color scheme. Really pretty. You can see how that cuts out. And I'm going to set this right over here because we're going to think about these again in a few minutes. But also I wanted to show this card from Shannon Pelletier, where she made some fun colored ornaments, and she used some of the greenery from the Stampin' Cut, which I think some of that's a little loose because I knocked it a little. Oops. Really pretty. And a lot of these cards you may see in our blog hop tomorrow, because some of these artists are probably going to share some of these cards that they made for the catalog, but there's also going to be a bunch of other stuff in it because We have a whole bunch of artists joining us. All right, guys, this one is called Poinsettia Window Die. Now, if you remember from the spring, we had Bee and Florals Fancy Die, and it was super popular. It had flowers and bees, and it was beautiful. And what did that one have that you might think we should have done again? We did. Stencils. So there are stencils to color in that beautiful scene of poinsettias and greenery and make a beautiful wreath type of situation. It's 4 stencils to color it in. Do you guys remember what I'm talking about with the Bee and Florals? It was one of the top sellers of the spring. So this is the same idea, just as beautiful. Again, it's our layering stencils that are super easy to line up. And here is an example from Alina Krauss where she colored it in traditional colors, ink blended. You used her blending brushes and colored it in with inks using the stencils. Here is one from Jessica Frostbalis where she did not even use the die. She only did the stencils. You can see how great they look with just the stencils. This one is so pretty. This is from Emily Midget. And you can see she made a shaker with it, a shakety shake, as Tim Holtz would say. And I love her soft, beautiful colors that she used on this. The colors, if you're curious, are pink grapefruit, pale tomato, forever green, soft olive, and spicy mustard. So pretty. So, so pretty. All right. This is bold and beautiful. This is from Kelly Taylor. And just look at that coloring. I think she did Copic markers on hers. Yep, Copic markers. And I just love it with that blue. It's just so stunning. Gorgeous. But that's different ways you can use it. You can use just the stencils. You can use them together. You can die cut that and color it with markers or pencils or watercolors or however you like to do it. Here is one that I did with blues for a different look. And then I went in with that final stencil that has the berries and put some glitter paste through it to give those berries some sparkle. Did some hero pearls in the centers of the flowers, and I used a sentiment strip for the message. And then here's one with blues where I only use the stencils and no dye. And again, I use the sentiment strips. All right. The blue, I love all the different blues for the holidays. So pretty. All right, here is a cute little set. You know what? I have a boo-boo in here, but you guys are going to bear with me on this one. This is called 3 Trees Fancy Dies. And you can see how cute they are. They make 3 different little trees. The boo-boo is that there's holes here, and those are not really there in the actual product. This was a early mistake, and I forgot that's what I had in my bin. The ones you get if you purchase it will not have the little holes. They'll be done correctly. And here's an example of some of the fun little trees. I think I have some more here. Just a second. This one was from Pocono Pam. This one is also from Pam. I love how she cut them out and then did some ink blending behind them. And then this is from Sika. She used one of our older dies, which is the Trifold Edge Village dies and also the Trifold Edge Winter Pine dies. So 2 different ones to build her little scene. And she did it inside one of our Arches Infinity dies. And then glitter paper and fun blue cardstocks for her trees. Okay, so lots of ideas for that one as well. Fun stuff. That again is called 3 Trees Fancy Dies. All right, guys, this one is called Detail Edge Fancy Dies. These are just edge dies. You know, you can put on whatever width of cardstock you like. If you do no more than 3 inches, they fit in our compact cutter wonderfully. There's a stitching die, a scallop, a little pointy type, and then these ones cut little teardrop shapes, and so you can combine them with the other ones to make kind of like eyelet look, or you can use them by themselves as well, just to decorate your edges. Here's one that Pam did where she just did the stitching across some stripes. But I've used them, let's see if I can find an example of mine. Hold on. Here we go. Well, it's still, well, I did the scallop on this, and then I also did the stitching. I combined 2 different things on that, on a little tag I made. All right. So these are just really handy and fun to use. So yeah, not a full rectangle, Brienne, but It's a start. We have some stitching. All right, guys, this is one of my favorite things in the whole release. Are you ready? These are called, can you guys guess? Have you seen these already? You know, I'm going to share next. Oh, candle flame. That's a good idea, Roberta. All right, the next thing we show are peeking dies. So you might have recognized the snowman. He was on our graphic for this live. Peeking snowman, peeking reindeer, peeking elf, and peeking witch. And so these have been the most popular thing so far with the retailers that bought things from us for this release. And they're just so cute. they peek around the corner. The snowman's a little more advanced. He has hat options and a little carrot that you can paper piece to make his nose a different color, and a little holly to decorate his hat, where the rest are just one die. Actually, the witch has a little bat as well. That's really cute that she has a bat. But let me show you all these fun samples the team made with these. These are going to be the hit of the release, I am pretty sure, although everything is kind of awesome. So first, a group of tags made by Jessica Frost Ballas that I love. Look at how cute they are on the edge of tags. Isn't that fantastic? Let me go ahead and move some of this out of the way so that you can, just get a good look at these fun little tags. And so she did some Copic coloring on these, and just really fun, really cute. Then here is a elf that's kind of peeking outside of a frame on the card, and look at the cute little coloring on his face. This one is from Mindy Egan. This is one of her cards that went traveling around the country. Lost in transit for a while. This is from Dana Joy. I love that she made him over a package leaning down. So cute. Here is from Sika, a cute little snowman. I love how she used wood grain on there to make it look like he's looking around a door. And I love her beautiful blending on there. Here's another reindeer. This is from Lydia. Look at his cute little dots on his cheeks. Super cute. Shannon Pelletier. So this one she did not color. She just did paper piecing. You can see how cute that is. Here's a gorgeous, some of these cards are a little bent because they've been traveling around with me. This is one from Kelly Taylor. Beautiful Copic coloring on hers, of course. And I love the blue background. And then let's look at the witch. I love the witch. This one is from Kelly Taylor. And keep in mind that 31 that we're looking at, because we're going to see those in a bit. Look at the beautiful coloring on this. I love this one from Lydia. She made her a silhouette and just black, and then put a little bit of maybe white. Yeah, she used unicorn white ink to give her black cardstock a little highlight, I guess you'd call it, so that she's kind of in the shadow and highlight and all that. This one's from Sally Trademan. I love how she uses cute little twine to give her hair to her witch. And then this one is from Emily Midget. And I love, there's a lot of great examples with this release of people using our Arches Infinity dies. Those are not brand new, but they're good and a lot of good use in this release. And you can see how fun they are. And see her little bats, glitter cardstock bats are popped up. Her green face. She's a, what's the witch from Wicked? Elphaba, I think. Yeah, this is a great release. Don't you guys think? I think this is a really great release. Just saying. Okay, so I love these. Love. If you are a scrapbooker at all, I don't know if anyone is, or a journaler or whatever, these are super cute. Like if you do a flap in your book, you could have a little snowman or whatever kind of peeking out of your flap. Really fun. I was at a trade show with Joey from Photoplay, and we did a folio, which is a Photoplay product. And these little peeking people look so cute on the flaps of those books. So, all right. Speaking of the numbers that I've shown several times now, we have a whole bunch of number dies, a set for every number, 0 through 9, or 1 through 0, as the case may be. And so you can see in each set, let me show you like on the 5s. It's going to be all backwards because it's die, you know. But there's a small 5 and a big 5, and then there's the words 5. And so those are all separate letters that cut out, but I want to show you, where did I put it? Oh, here it is, right in front of my face. This is what you can do. You can layer them together to make the little word be inside the number. So isn't that fun? So think about all the things you could do with this, like This would be a great card for a 4-year-old, right? You can use these numbers for so many things. As we saw here, Emily used 31 to represent Halloween, right? Here is one from Sally. No, this is from Pocono Pam. 2024, Happy New Year. Great use of the 20, 2, 0, and 4. Another one from Sally, celebrating 2024, which, by the way, makes my heart a little because 2024 is the year my son graduates from high school, and it is going to be soon the year 2024, and I don't like the thought of that. Here's Sweet 16, so you can Sally used different letters from the different sets. I mean, there's not a full alphabet in these, you know, it's just the letters to spell out the words, but she found enough in there to spell sweet, so she could do Sweet 16, which I think is really cool. I have a whole bunch of cards. I said, Sally, just make a ton of number cards, and she did. So let me show you here. 25 with a cute little hat on it for Santa. 25 with a present. 25 with a present again, and she found a T and a 0 from those little numbers. She used the bows that are from the candy canes and some of the greenery. She used the stitching die, by the way, to make kind of a quilted look on that package. This is where I kept finding loose greenery, and now I know where it was from. It was this one. 25th. This one is actually not Sally. This is Kelly Taylor. Look at that beautiful blending and glitter on her 25. 2023. So you could do the year like that, or you could do 2024, as the case may be. This Christmas, I guess, would be 2023. And then she used the cute little trees that we already looked at. Mary 2023. She found the letters to make Mary from the different numbers. Here's where she used the 7 over and over again. This would be a cute card for somebody turning 7, a son or a nephew, or I don't know why I said boys. It could be daughters, of course, as well. 50th birthday. Look at that. Or 50th birthday for Hero Arts next year. And here is just a bunch of numbers. 3, I don't know. But 6 is popped up, so maybe the person's turning 6. 3, 4, 1, 5, 2, 8, 6. Does that mean something? 3 point. I don't know. I was thinking maybe it was the numbers of pi, but no, I don't think she was going mathematical on us. So yeah, so it's fun, right? And I love how you can combine them like this to get the number inside the number. Here, when I made that little 4, here's our, some of these cute little letters that came out of it. I have this vision of die cutting numbers from vellum and using them in a scrapbook. I want to make a scrapbook of a trip that we recently took to England, and I want to, do day 1, day 2, day 3, and I would cut out the numbers in vellum and put them on the page. Is my vision that I haven't quite had time to do yet. Sorry if this video is expensive, guys. All right, next category. We're in the home stretch, though. We are almost done with our products, kind of, sort of. There's a lot in this release. It's a big release. All right, the next one is hot foiling. We're moving into the world of hot foiling. This is 3 snowflakes hot foil plates. Just some beautiful snowflakes. Here they are done by Emily in a matte silver foil. Not matte, I guess, but kind of matte. Does she even say? No. Here is from Alina with the white matte foil. And from Dana, done in gold. Now that message there, and we saw it earlier on this one as well, is from a set of messages that has Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, and Season's Greetings in hot foil. That's 3 holiday messages, hot foil plates. I love how that foils. It looks so pretty. Again, here's the Happy Holidays. All right, this one is called Jingle Bells hot foil plates. It's 2 different kinds of bells that you could use. And here is a card from Mindy where she used it in silver. She also used a message strip. And again, she did that trick of using her infinity dies to make a little matted frame kind of situation, which I love. Yeah, Rosie's afraid to watch the replay. You need to watch, friend. It's good. It's good. There's a lot of good stuff in here. All right, this is the Leaves and Dots hot foil plate. Look at how beautiful that is. And this one for sure looks really nice if you use it through your die cutting machine as a dry embossed. I'm not saying do it in better press. Never put your hot foil plates in your better press. I don't know if you guys even have that yet, but I'm saying if you use the embossing mat in your die cutting machine, it makes really great texture. And here she made, this is Mindy, she made ornaments with it. And these are both from Emily, and I just think they're so gorgeous with the foil and then white, just, you know, just white with the Stampin' Cut from earlier. And this one's a shaker card, but so striking when all she did was die cut all that foliage from white. There she used the foiling message set as well for the season's greetings. So really pretty. Where is the bow from in the Jingle Bell card? That one, okay, I can tell you. Well, this is the same bow, actually, because I think Mindy was on a, these are both Mindy, yep. So this was from last year, and it is called DC 301 Holly and Berries Stampin' Cut. That was another great Stampin' Cut last year, and it had that bow in it. So it's a really pretty bow. You could do the same kind of thing with the bow from the candy cane set, but it would look, you know, it'd look quite different. It's not as delicate, I guess, as a bow, but here's the bow that's in the candy cane set. So you could do the same idea with it if you wanted to. All right. I might have to take a drink soon, man. I'm losing my voice. This is a lot of talking. And actually, I have a little situation going on. I had to go to the doctor this week because my gland, what do you call it? My lymph node on the side of my neck is gigantic. And so I'm on antibiotics to try to figure out what's brewing inside me. All right. Remember the, what was it called? Style Moderne bold print earlier. And I said there's a stencil that's kind of similar. And this is it. Really pretty. This is called Art Deco Dancing Light Stencil. Doesn't that just kind of look like an Art Deco lamp? It's so pretty. So pretty. And I put this card with it, but I realize now this is from the bold print earlier. This is not from the stencil because it's much smaller. So the print on the bold print on the stamp, red rubber stamp, is smaller, and then you get a bigger version in the stencil. But this would be so pretty with all kinds of fun mixed media techniques or just inked on a background. And this one's from Dana Joy. She used that message set that we showed earlier that has all the matching dies and everything. All right, this is our last stencil. So we're in the home stretch. And this one is called, here it is, Color Layering Pop-Out Ornament Stencil. So as you can see, and as you can tell from the name, the little inner parts of this ornament, of the ornaments, pop out separately. And so here are the designs it creates. And that's kind of hard to see in here, but I think I have this. Oops. So this is what it looks like when you take it out of the package. And it has these tiny little connectors there of plastic holding it in place. But if you want to use them separately, you just take an X-Acto knife or a little scissors and just cut that apart. And you might gasp when you see what I did with mine, but I cut it all up. So here's my, please don't be horrified by what I did. But I cut mine apart because these are the same shapes repeated. So you get, you know, this is the same as that. So I cut those separate and then I kept those together. There's a little chain here at the bottom, and then all these cute little pieces go inside. So the idea of this is that you can use the stencil itself to ink blend or whatever you want to do through your stencil. And then you can put that in and either ink blend again to get the design. I used hero paste and put it through with a, a palette knife. Here's a little example of that with can you tell that that's the glitter paste through there? So, so I just did this because it made it a little easier for me to get a whole bunch, because I'll show you the card I was working on when I decided to mutilate my stencil. So this one I did the ink blending, and then I went in with ink to do the colors of the different parts of the ornaments. And then I went in with the hero glitter paste to add the paste in there as well. I'm trying to just show you the texture of that. There's the chain that you get. I just did that in gray. I did our gold hero paste to put the toppers on the ornaments. So I had to do a lot of Post-it note action by masking that off. I did the little sentiment strips. You know, I really should, I'm not in our blog hop tomorrow. I should have been, because I've made a few cards for this release. I could have joined. Anyway. All right. Yeah, I need to drink lots of water, Neva. I agree. And good. Karen says I can do what I want with my stencils. I don't have to worry what you guys think. It is a little crazy. I have to teach a class with this next week, a virtual class for retailers. And so I'm going to have to show them what I did as well. But I obviously have another one that I can use in its full form if I need to. I just wanted to show you how that works. But it's fun. You can do lots of fun techniques with this one. Super fun stencil. And yeah. Oh, and here's some. So it doesn't have a die. So here's another thing. If you wanted to have any to pop out and put on things, you would have to fussy cut them. They're not super hard to cut out because they are, I mean, I guess I didn't do the greatest round shape with that. It's a little bit wonky, but I think it's just fine for a project. And so you can see you can do that as well. Right. Fun stuff, fun stuff. Okay. Oh, shoot. I just made something go flying. I didn't mean to. That's okay. One of the last things, we have a few more things and then we'll be done with all this. We have more hero transfers. Have you guys tried our hero transfers yet? They are our rub-ons. They're super fun. They come, these 5 all come in a package of 2 sheets. So it's the same sheet twice. It comes with a little stick for rubbing it on. I usually take my scissors and cut out the thing that I want to rub on and then leave the rest together. I love, love, love this message set. This is so fun. This one's called Holiday Messages Hero Transfers. This one is Winter Foliage Hero Transfers. We have Ribbons and Bows Hero Transfers, Gold Trim Ornaments Hero Transfers, and Snowflake Hero Transfers. And so that is the same sheet repeated twice in each package. The other one, which is super fun for mixed media, among other things, is called Holiday Collage Hero Transfers. And this one has 5 sheets and it's 5 different designs. And so you can do all kinds of fun things with those sheets. Here, I'll pull them out and show you. I love hero transfers too. I agree with you, Brienne. So it comes with a little stick for rubbing them on. And here's the different transfers that you get in this set. A little easier to see this way. So that's the Christmas Carol, some of the text from that. This is Oh Holy Night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth, blah, blah, blah. I don't mean to say blah, blah, blah. That sounded really bad. You know what I meant. Some other music quotes. This used to be a stamp at Hero, I think, a long time ago. It's kind of fun that they repurposed it in this way. And then just some fun little, I wouldn't call it ephemera. I don't know what you call that. Just little random images that you can use for various things. All right. And so here is an example of me taking the little greenery from this set and just rubbing it on a tag to make a quick and easy tag. Here's an example. I did a green inky background, and then I rubbed on the Merry Christmas, hope your holidays are filled with joy, and then also a bow from the bow set. That bow right there. And just rubbing them on is so easy. I've shown it a lot of times in live, so I'm not going to actually rub any tonight because this live is getting long. But trust me, they are not like they were 20 years ago when you might have used rub-ons. They are much nicer now. Really easy to use and really fun. All right. Last few things. So in the spring or in the summer catalog, we had 2-tone metallic sprays, which if you haven't checked them out yet, you should because they're beautiful. These had kind of a dye color and then a shimmer, gold shimmer or copper in this case, mixed in. Well, now we have tone-on-tone metallic sprays. And this is just one color, but super duper shimmery. And these are great for the holidays. There's black and orange. The black, I will admit, is a little grayish, but it still gives the idea of black and orange for kind of Halloween or fall. There's red and green, and then there's a blue. So great for winter, Hanukkah, Christmas, you know, all of the seasons with this holiday release. I hope you're seeing that shimmer come through because it is so pretty. And when you order these sprays, that's what they look like. And they come in a bottle in powder form. And you will fill the bottle. I recommend you fill it only about 3/4 of the way. It's a mica spray, so I don't recommend that you vigorously shake it up and down because the mica can go right up into your nozzle. There's the mica on the bottom there. So I just kind of gently kind of shake it back and forth, maybe go like this, maybe kind of go like this to shake it until all that little mica gets mixed up. And you can hear there's a ball in there. So anyway, that's how you use them. We recommend you clean the nozzle after every use, just kind of wipe it off. You can even take the nozzle right out and spray some hot water through it if you're done using it. Just, if you are worried about the mica getting caught up in there, because it can happen. But for the most part, it doesn't. I haven't personally had that issue, but we have had a couple people have that problem in the past. But don't let that scare you. It's totally worth it. All right. I wanted to show one other thing I forgot when I had these out. These are the gold trim ornaments hero transfers. And you might remember we had the gold trim ornaments fancy dies. Well, some of these, oops, misty magnet stuck to my dies. Some of these, did I just hit my camera? I might have, can cut out some of these, ornaments. So you just have to find the right ones. But if you wanted to do that, if you wanted to rub these onto some cardstock and then cut them, you can find the dies that will cut out those same ornaments. So I just wanted to show you that. Not every single thing on the transfer sheet can be cut out by a die, but several of them can. So just a cool little bonus of, if you have both of these things, you can use them together if you so desire. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. I always keep all my extras right in my bag so that I can do more fun things with them. A few other things. Oops. We have 4 new wood blocks. If you like wood block stamps, that's the origins of Hero Arts. We love our wood blocks still at Hero, but we know that it's, not as many people buy them anymore, but here's some cute little wood blocks from this release. And then we've been introducing our core inks in ink cubes. Now that we have the final 2 packs, or actually we have four packs of them in this release. I forgot. I only have these that are the good holiday colors. The reds and the greens came out, and these are perfect for using with the poinsettia stencils and with the other foliage stencils that we showed earlier. So great for the holidays. There's also a pack that has some purple and blues, and then also one that has neutrals. Those are that brings out the end of our core inks. I think there might be 2 colors that didn't make it into a cube pack because it has to be divisible by 4, and we didn't have another 4. We only had 2 left. So someday, if we have 2 more inks at Hero, then we can make the last 2 colors in cubes. All right. And just a fun little thing, we added a watercolor palette. And this has a little, actually, let's see. Here's one I've been using with my liquid watercolors. Has a little place there to lean your brush and just a lot of spaces. And so it's really great with our liquid watercolors. Okay, so the other things in the release that I don't have in hand, there's some new embossing powders, some iridescent embossing powders that are gorgeous. There's some new lacquer pens, pink, yellow, glow in the dark, silver. And I'm going to go back to my face. That was a lot. What do you guys think? Are you loving anything? Do you like our release? Are you excited for tomorrow? So are the core inks reactive? No, reactive inks are a separate line, Sandy. So we have ink cubes. Let's see. I think I might have them right here. If I can find the right drawer. Well, this is kind of a boring set, but this is our reactive ink cubes that we've had for a while now. So these are our water reactive inks. Core inks are our dye inks. They're either dye or hybrid, but they're used kind of the same way. What else? Yeah, so our release is tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time on the Hero Arts website, or anytime tomorrow whenever an independent store decides to start selling it. They can sell it at any point tomorrow. We're going to have a huge blog hop tomorrow with our creative team, our global team, and a lot of creative friends. So make sure you don't miss that. We'll have a giveaway during the release. There's been sneak peeks this week. I don't remember when the sneak peek giveaways end. You might go to the Hero Arts blog after this and check it out, because we're giving away compact cutters, which, by the way, this is my little compact cutter. Super cute, super easy to use on my messy, crowded desk. That's what I used to cut out my floors earlier. And also, again, if you join late and you are somebody who loves to stamp along with us, our next stamp along is coming November 4th and 5th. This is going to be available tomorrow as well to purchase if you want to join us to register. It's going to be so much fun. It's $45 for 10 artists, 10 cards, 2 days of fun. I'm losing my voice, guys. And this is going to be our Hero Holiday Stamp Along bundle. You can see all the goodies that we're going to use during the stamp along, things that you saw during this live. It has the snowflake rub-ons. It has a bold print. It has the messages that have the matching dies, the candy canes, the peeking elf, the tree cover plate, the polar bears, and the color layering set, as well as some glitter hero paste, the new green tone-on-tone spray, and some copper embossing powder. So that will be available at a 10% discount, which is great. Will the stamp along products also be listed? Yes. So they will be in the category of the holiday release. There will also be a stamp along category on the blog. Are all the cards in the catalog? Yeah, pretty much everything I showed tonight, for the most part, is in the catalog. Those are all the catalog cards that I showed you tonight. So yeah, it's a great release. I'm super excited about it. I can't wait to hear, or not hear, to see. Oops, I'm talking to you guys like you can see me and you still see that, that bundle. Let me go back to the comments so I can see what you're saying. I can't wait to see what all the other artists make for the hop. A lot of these catalog cards are going to be in the hop as well. So if you want to see them up close and see what the artists say, how they made them. They're also the secondary images, we call it, on our website. So when you go to the website and you look at the candy canes, there'd be like other images there. And a lot of these catalog cards will be there too, if you wanted to find them and look at them and everything else. Yeah, if you joined us late, feel free to go back and watch from the beginning if you want to. There was a lot of great products throughout this entire live. Yeah, stamp alongs are so much fun. If you haven't joined us before, please do. We are very laid back and fun, and it's very affordable. If you don't want to buy the product bundle, you don't have to. You can buy what you want. You can use from your stash, whatever you like. There is going to be an overview video tomorrow as well on our YouTube channel, and we'll have it in our blog post. That is this whole release just set to music. I didn't want to do a voiceover because you can hear what's happening with my voice right now. But that's another way that you can look through the release if you want to. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's a late night here in Atlanta, and so I need to go to sleep because I'm tired. But have fun tomorrow. I know there's a lot of great releases by a lot of great companies this week, and so much holiday goodness coming at us. So don't know if you're ready for the holidays in August, but it is time to start thinking about those holiday cards, because if you wait until November to start making your holiday cards, you run out of time. As our friend Jen Shirkus would say, who is joining our hop tomorrow, get cracking on Christmas. So, all right, guys, I will stop blabbing, and thank you again for being here tonight, and I will see you again soon. All right, take care, everybody.